everyone, this is Michael Cannon representing the TooMedToo Star Wars Network. We've got your fix. And this is the septic tank. Oh, see, I didn't even switch these. That's a good plug, though. Make sure you check out Monday nights at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for the Bacta tank, which is that icon up there, but this is not the Bacta tank. This is the septic tank. So here we go. And it is not safe for work, as everyone knows. So make sure that when you're here, you know that Monday is the PG, maybe rated R version. This one can get NC-17 or sometimes even worse. But I want to let you know that this is brought to you by my patrons. We have for the Patreon, Kylo Customs. We have Heidi Federer, Chris from Kentucky, and Rural Farm Boy. I wasn't planning on. I know a lot of times, like I say, hey, I'm not going to do a show tonight, and I'll put a message out on Twitter, or a couple people that I know are always coming in. I tell them, hey, I'm not going to be here tonight, and before I could even put that message out tonight, because I've got the new Quest 2, so I've fallen into a virtual reality trap really bad, where I've gone hours and forgotten to eat. I forgot to go to sleep twice this week, where I took off my headset, and one time it was 7 o'clock in the morning, the other time it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I put it on at like 12 or 1, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to stop, and it lasts for 7 or 8 hours, so that's why I ended up stopping. But anyways, yeah, so I wasn't going to do anything tonight, and somebody sent me a message and said, hey, I want control of the septic tank tonight, and since he is one of the founding members of the septic tank, I said, sure. And I asked him, why? What do you want to do, or what do you want to talk about? And he basically just said, I've had enough of this shit. And didn't really say much more. But from watching what he said on Twitter, I can kind of guess where he's going with this. But anyways, let's bring in one of the founding members of the septic tank. We have Kylo Customs. What's happening, Kylo?
What's up? Social distancing with the mask on for safety.
Okay. Well, I got, see, I don't, you can tell. See, now I don't have glare. Now I have glare. I got I'm going to brag about this. I got a Acer 27-inch, I don't know, new monitor. It's pretty badass. It's pretty big. But I don't know how to turn, since my screen's all white, I don't know how to turn the brightness off. So you have to deal with my glasses with the reflection tonight. But what's going on, dude?
It's all right. I got a reflection behind me. Let's see. First, I want to jump in. Let's see. We got Mr. Rural is in the chat. Dale is here. So let me get down and let me get into this.
Hang on. Well, Rez is here. Ronnie's here. Ronnie hasn't been here in a while. Kylo's apprentice. I'm not sure who Kylo's apprentice is. We might know her as Junior, but anyways. Yeah,
that's Junior.
So. And I do have some merch to open. Really quick, before we get into, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I don't know. This could be my third time being canceled in the last few months. I'm not really sure. But so everybody knows, I am on Live It now. I am a contracted streamer there. So I pretty much do the same thing on there that I do here. Except, like, it's just more of like whatever I'm doing, I just stream myself. So, like, the other day, but I made, if you guys saw, I made candy pecan waffles. I stream myself doing that. The Death Star waffles, actually. I stream myself doing that, and people liked it, so they give me likes. Then I get, paid by that kind of, just other stuff too. When I'm doing videos or whatever, when I was editing a video, I'm editing a video right now, or I was before this. I was streaming, editing the video, just whatever. It's just the day in the life of Michael is kind of what happens, but not the day, just a couple hours. But anyways, yeah. So go download Live It, and it's a free app. You can just come hang out with me. I'm going over this book right now on there. That's pretty cool. And this book I just got too. This is look at the lightsabers. They kind of light up a little bit. this is going to be going on the Patreon feed first. And all you need is a couple dollars to go on that Patreon feed. You can get good content like this. And a quick one will be going on the regular YouTube. But anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about you for a minute.
So do we want to do merch, or was that your merch?
No, that was stuff that I already had. I was just,
or do we just want to do merch later like we normally do?
We can do merch later. I was just telling people, man, download the Limit app, and there's some really good stuff on there, and there's some really not good stuff on there. But basically, the only way I can describe it, it's like Instagram Live, but you have to be contracted to go on there. Like, they don't let anybody just do it. Like, they have to. You have to, like, most people are singers or musicians or actors or whatever, and they have to do like an audition for it. But I didn't have to do an audition. They just looked at all my YouTube, and they were like, all right, cool. And just really quick, for those of you that are watching on Facebook, it doesn't show. It just shows up as Facebook user, so I don't know who you are. Well, you know what? I could probably go over here and do this. But anyways, all right, yeah. So we'll do merch, I guess, at the end like we normally do. Yeah, Kylo, it's your show. You wanted it to be the Kylo show today, so it's the Kylo show today.
Brought to you by a drink.
And since I don't have to do shit today, I got some chips too to eat.
I might have to send my apprentice to go get me more beverage and chips. Your significant other is probably still on vacation, so you don't have that luxury.
No, and I don't. I have 5.5. I think it's been 5.5 years since I've had a drink. It was 5 years in July. Yeah, if I drank, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, or I'd be like this. But the funny thing is, I would drink a bottle of whiskey and no one would know I was drunk. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I don't drink anymore. But I don't know. There's I don't know, I was just looking at the chat. Everyone's just kind of hanging out. But all right.
I'm gonna be extremely blunt and honest, and I probably might lose a few followers because of my opinion, but I'm sick of this shit. I have a new slogan, Mr. LA, MRLA. We're going to get into what that means in a second. But here's the deal. I'm part of a Star Wars family. I've been part of the Star Wars family it's been about a year, right, Mike? About that? We're in there.
I mean, yeah, I've known you for a little longer than that, but I knew you through other outlets. But yeah, and then you started hanging out with me because of Star Wars.
So,
dude, I have the same pillow. Have we had this conversation before? I don't mean to interrupt you. I got fucking ADD right now. I don't know. And so that's what happens when you spend 12 hours a day in virtual reality. 12 hours a day in virtual reality, another 10 hours on Limit, 4 hours to sleep, and that doesn't add up, right? But
that's crazy, but that's gonna be my life soon too, because I'm coming back, and I said when I came back on Twitter months ago, when I come back, I'm gonna hit hard, and I'm gonna hit heavy, and I'm gonna be back, and I'm staying this time. I have a few issues. It has a lot to do with some of the people who watch these streams. It has a lot to do with some people who have been cowards and causing more trouble than what they need to. I've been a part of this with Michael and everybody for about a year, maybe a little bit longer. We had a great thing. We brought in new people. One of my great friends, I can't wait for her to make her return here in 2 weeks. Christina, God, I can't wait for her to come back. She's a blast. But
November, I talked to her today. She said November 7th she'll be back.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's like 2 weeks. So we've had some great people on, and we've had some shit on. I've been called out on Twitter over the last week by somebody because I asked a question. And if I had the ability to share the question on the screen, which I don't know how to do that, I would, plain and simple. And then I got called out on Twitter. Not a good idea.
Well, what's the question?
The question was about canon. How can you hate canon? How can you tell me Star Wars is dead to you because of a certain group pinpointing myself? How can you turn around and say anything but the movies doesn't matter? And then you turn around, you say some shitty stuff about me without adding me on the Twitter. And then you turn around and you do Asajj Ventress. Please tell me where in the 11 cinematic Star Wars movies Asajj Ventress was mentioned. Asajj Ventress is canon. But a big war started over being educated on canon. I just don't get it. But that's a different story. Then you took it to the point to where you deleted my questions, which I was not attacking. I was just asking a question. You deleted my questions. Then you vaguely, without purposely putting my name, called me out on Twitter. I read all of it. I let it go. Don't do it again. Next piece. There's a very dear friend of mine in the Star Wars family who's been around since I started doing streams on this channel. This person has been pretty much pushed into exile by a bunch of bullshit lies. Then, after months of not being around, has popped back into his home streams and has been virtually attacked by some people that rehatched pointless drama. It arose again, pushed this person away again. Let me tell you, it ain't gonna fucking happen again. Keep your bullshit off of our network. Keep your bullshit away from us on social media and your followers. I'm sick of it. Now everybody wants to know what the hashtag MRLA means. Make rural farm boy loved again. That man was loved throughout our Star Wars network, many channels, many podcasts, something that is twisted and turned and destroyed this great man who supported everyone. You cost him his notoriety. You caused the poor man a bunch of unneeded stress by people going after him. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of Michael's. He's a good friend of many other channels, great supporter. These people had an issue. If you have an issue with somebody, you block them, done and over with. The situation was over with months ago. I get information because you're not getting enough fucking attention. You started it again and you went after the man again. Now you got me. The second time, completely uncalled for. Now you got me pissed. Leave him alone. The dude's great. Don't fuck with that man, because I'm gonna come after you, and it just don't. Any of your minions want to have a problem, send them my way. You want to unfollow me? I go down to 3 followers on Twitter. I don't care. It ain't about the numbers. It's about me standing up for my friends, my family, and my loyalty. Make rural farm boy loved again. He's done nothing wrong to anybody. He shows the utmost and over support to people, and people take advantage of it and look at it the wrong way. Not no more, man. I love that man. He's a great person, and I'm sick of the shit. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of the whining. There's no reason to hash it back up. We're done. It's over with. He's going to come back into the streams. I want Rural back. I want Rural on this stream. I want him to come in here. Rural, please join our stream, because I know you're in the chat. Please hit the link and come in, brother. Because I don't falsely call people brother. You are a brother of the Force. Please join in, because you belong here. I was one of the founding people of this segment here. RFB, you were there that night. The other one, she's coming back. And of course, Michael, because it's his network. Michael, I want to apologize. I probably said what I know. This is a septic tank. But I just can't hold it in no more. I'm tired of seeing it, man. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm just sick and tired of it. And I'm tired of fake ass people who are going to turn around. And I know there's going to be some that are going to run and cry, run and tell. I don't care. You can unfollow me. You can unsubscribe me. I don't care. Because if if they do, then they ain't no better than the other person. If you can't accept the goddamn truth, I don't need you. I don't want you. My friends accept me for who I am. When I come to you with the truth, that's what I do. And you accept me, and you cherish that, and people appreciate it. If you can't appreciate it, I don't need you. And I want this man to come back, man, brother, man, please come on in here, brother.
And I just want to make one thing clear. I had nothing to do with this. But yeah, a couple months ago, somebody made a video about Rural Farm Boy, which was all, we don't know. I can't attest. I said this when it happened. I can't attest to what happened. I know what happened when I was there, and the things that were said that were supposedly happened when I was there never happened. And then things happened when I wasn't there that I don't know about. But the only thing I can say is that I was brought into that video that was made, and they said shit about me, which was complete fucking bullshit. And people in this chat know it. Kylo knows it. It was misconstrued. Not even misconstrued. The shit was just made up. Or, the person got mad because I went to somebody else's stream. This person was having her on as a guest. This person called me on the telephone and said, "Hey, I want to make sure everything's going to be okay if you come there." I said, "Of course. Why would I do something bad?" And they said, "Well, she said this, and she said this, and she said this." I said, "Fuck that. Let me tell you the whole story." I told the story, and they said, "That sounds more reasonable." And then I was in that chat, and the person was putting my messages on the screen like this. And that person who was the guest on that day got upset because they were giving me attention when they told this person to not allow me in the chat, to ban me from the chat while they were there. And this person told them no. That's where all my problems started with her, because she's a fucking psychopath, but that's besides the point. And then she made the video and said that I was following her and stalking her. and going to chats and disrupting when she was a guest, was I in the chat when she was a guest? Yes. Was the person that was in charge of the chat giving me attention? Yes, but I can't control that. So it was just all a bunch of bullshit to make her story sound better. And then when people asked for proof, which she said she had proof about Rural Farm Boy.
None. Never showed it.
Well, she claims she hasn't.
Never showed it. So that's why I don't. My views have changed. I never hung him. I never thought he was guilty. I never turn on a brother. But if you're going to hang my brother, give me the evidence. You ain't got evidence, you ain't using that rope.
And I'm the first one to say, Rural Farm Boy, he's maybe had a couple too many spotchkas and called into a podcast and, been himself, but he's had a couple too many spotchkas and, said you should probably do this. But fucking who hasn't, who doesn't? So, that's not even about that. But this is basically what it comes down to with this is fucking, I'm going to change the subject a little bit, is fucking cancel culture. And all I have to do is say, this person did this. I don't have any proof, but believe me. And then, boom, there you go. But don't worry, I have the proof. I have all this proof. Well, you know what? If you have the proof, fucking show me, and I'll eat crow, and I'll be the first one to apologize to you and say I'm sorry for not believing you. But you also fucking lied flat out about me, about stupid bullshit. And it did. It cost me a bunch of friends. I don't really give a shit about the 80 followers that it cost me on Twitter. Because a bunch of it's just bullshit. Oh, I'm going to follow you, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. But it cost me some real life friends. But here is Rural Farm Boy.
The man, the myth, the legend, the master.
Hi.
Welcome back, brother.
Glad to be back.
Now, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad to bring you back. I'm sure you're probably coming anyways.
I've been the past couple of weeks, and we ain't been able to cross paths, but
somebody here wants to say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Krista. How are you?
Junior!
I've been sitting here the whole time. I'm trying to be quiet.
Don't be quiet. Be yourself.
Very loud. I don't think people would be okay with that.
Well,
Sweetie, I got 3 girls that are also loud. Be yourself. Your dad'll tell you as much too. Be you.
But
don't be nobody else.
But she's raised right. When adults are talking, children are to be seen, not heard.
But
that's
because I'm just being honest about nothing but transparency here. Mr. Rez says with his 2 cents, he can't argue that he loved RFB, but RFB told Rez in DMs his story about the drama, and it wasn't good. But I mean, I don't know what the DMs were. I'd be happy to look at them, Mr. Rez, if you want me to. Rural Farm Boy told me Rural Farm Boy told me his story, and it's nothing but like she showed in the video a message that said "I love you." I think I've sent Kylo a message that say "I love you," or Rural Farm Boy message that say "I love you." I tell my friends all the time that I love them.
Because that's what you tell. That's what you tell your friends and family, that you fucking love them.
But then you take it out of context and pull whatever. And so I mean I don't know. Like I said, this person claims she has all of these messages, but refuses to show anybody. I don't know why. Because they would put everything. Like I said to Kyle before, if I got jumped and I had video of it, and I went to the cops and said that guy did it, that guy did it, that guy did it, and the cops would be like, "Well, where's your proof?" I'd be like, well, they'd be like, "We need to do an investigation." well, hang on, here's the video I have of it. Oh, why don't you give us that in the first place? So it's like, I mean, that's what, I don't know, man. It's just, and then it's also too, maybe I'm just a cynical asshole. I don't know. But the second time all this shit came back around, the first time I had a little bit of blowback from the video. It was a couple people, but nobody. The second time, this person was smart and went to big name people on Twitter and said, "Here's my story. Help me. You have 2,000 followers. Oh, you're a fucking feminazi. Help me out." And and it's whatever. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with feminism. It's the extreme. Just like, I mean, so like that's where it comes from. You go to the extreme people that that I mean, I can't even explain it, but you can kind of understand. It's like, we want women's rights, but we're better than you because we're women. So, dude, I was raised, you put women up on a pedestal, you treat them like that. But, my nieces were also taught, if a guy fucks with you, you punch him in the face and you deal with consequences later.
Right.
You don't wait 3 months and then have somebody go beat him up, which is basically what this story is. And then,
it was a witch hunt.
And then, and then the second time I got caught in it, and people put, oh, he's a Patreon supporter of yours. Yeah, he is, because some insane person tells a story and doesn't and claims they have proof or refuses to show it. Maybe this will be Rural Farm Boy's outing. I don't know. Maybe now she'll show the proof, or she'll just fucking go, "Oh no, you guys were mean to me and talked about me."
Well, here's the deal. The first time, bullshit. The second time was, I need attention. Let's start this witch hunt.
Like I said, being the cynical one. The same time the second one went around. That's when that's when it got really bad, and people were brought in that had thousands of followers, and it went around. And that's when I lost actual in life real friends that I've spent time with, that I've been on vacations with, because they believed the bullshit or whatever it was about me. Because then I would denounce Rural Farm Boy. So it's like they didn't even fucking say anything to me. They just unfollowed me, blocked me, whatever. And the first, I mean, it's the second time that this has kind of happened to me. The first time was my own fault, but that's a whole other story.
Well, I was told that I needed to make a decision. So, hey,
as in choose sides.
If you're watching, or any of your stooges are watching, I've made my decision. My loyalties stay here with my friends, my family, my brothers, and God damn it, I love Rural Farm Boy. If you got a problem with it, you can kiss the fattest part of my ass. He's a great man, and I ain't denouncing nobody. That's why I said make Rural Farm Boy loved again, Mr. LA.
That was also too. I was told when she told me about this, I said, okay. She said, don't do anything. I'm going to handle it myself. I said, well, I'm not going to do anything. But like, she's like, well, I said, well, show me the DMs. No, they're private. Well, you want me to choose between two friends? She was on the stream all the time. She was in here every week. I used to do streams when I first was out of work, because she'd call me up and say, hey, can you do a stream tonight? My friends want to talk Star Wars with me, and I can't do those. And I'd say, sure. And I'd do streams on a Wednesday night, on a Thursday night, like whatever it was. And it was also, she brought people into my stream and then told me afterwards, don't ever allow them back. They're taking too much attention away from me. God's honest truth. And she then told this girl that she brought into the stream that I didn't want her there anymore. And she hasn't been back. She didn't block me or unfollow me on Twitter, but we're no longer we don't really speak or whatever. But that was the whole thing. It was all, let me bring people in, and I'm going to be this big person and get the attention. And then wait a second, somebody else will get more attention than me. So being told then, and then I was told the same thing. So I was told who I can and not allow on my stream because or your friend you brought in, whatever. And then I was told the same thing about Earl Farboy. And then I said, well, and then it went from, well, I'm not asking you to choose sides. Okay. And then a day or two later it was, well, I'm not going to come to your streams ever again if he's allowed to come there. I said, okay, fine.
But I still came there.
You still came to my streams because I didn't tell you couldn't. If I would have given proof or shown proof, because I know how this person is, that would have been a different story then.
Hold up a sec. You're saying my name.
Yep.
Say her name. Call her out. Say her name.
Kyle, this is your show today, brother.
We're gonna call out that Rose podcast, that Reaper Rose podcast, because that's
behind you, brother.
I'm calling it out.
Through all of this, just like you said, yes, I've been a great supporter of so many friends. I call them friends because I listen to them. It's my playlist. For years, I listened to these folks, and now Yun's are in it too, for so many years, and get to know these people as the real folks they are, because they go tell bits and parts of themselves, and you listen to that for a day or once a week or once every other week or however they go and do it, and you kind of get to know them, and you think it's like how we become friends here now. It's why us three are here. Including Miss Krista and including you guys in the chat. Yeah, we get to cross paths through many various different ways, and we become friends. And the folks that I've been listening to for so long told me who they were, that made me say exactly why TooMed decided to start this channel. He wanted to talk and make friends. Well, the friends that I've been listening to, that in the past couple of years that I jumped in the Twitterverse, I said, I would love to be friends with these folks. I've heard them tell them about themselves to me. Well, now here's me. So for the past 2 years in Twitterverse, how everybody has taken me, I always say I write like I talk. It's my accent and writing. This is me. It's not, I got called out by saying, when I was losing friends, I was saying, my DMs are open. Please, somebody, let's talk. You heard every story's got two sides. You heard the one side. Does somebody want to hear the other side? And out of that whole lot is what Michael calls that cancel culture. Is I lost about 300 friends in a matter of 8 hours of a workday. And out of them 300, only 4 chose to come ask me personally in DMs or through phone calls what was what. And them 4 friends, we're still friends.
And I want to say right now, the whole supporter thing is bullshit, because it doesn't matter if you've been somebody's supporter, if you're their Patreon supporter, if you tune into their show or whatever, because that's bullshit. You can support someone by giving them subscriptions over and still be a fucking asshole. So the whole being the supporter thing is like, I don't like that thing. Like, well, I supported you for all this time. That's bullshit. I don't care about that. But when you constantly, when you become like friends with someone, or like I am who I am. When you see me on the street or you talk to me outside of here, this is me. This is how I am. Yeah, if I go to church, I might not swear as much. I mean, actually, last time I was at church, I think I did swear as much because I was talking to my nephew, but that was different. But and when I'm with my parents, I might be a little bit nicer or more professional or whatever. But if you see me around, like, this is how I am. Some people on their podcasts or their shows might act a little bit different. They might act a little bit crazier. They might act not as crazy. I don't really know. And some of them might not be as open with me. I mean, you guys fucking know, I probably tell way too much of my story and way too much of my life, but that's just how I've always been. I've been through enough shit, with everybody knows, with drinking and everything else, and, all my other bullshit I've gone through in my life.
How we get to know each other better. That's why this 3 right here is as comfortable as we are with one another, because we all know everyone's ins and outs and what's going on. And
what
And
Kyle just said.
before you
Oh, yeah.
ask, Rural, I am starting to feel better because my ass is back on screen.
I'm very, very happy for you, Kylo.
But I mean, that's. But like, I mean, my life's an open book, and it's like I don't have anything to sugarcoat or hide. I've done enough fucked up shit in my life, and done enough bad things in my life. You know, from I'm a different person than I was 20 years ago. Most of us are. I used to be a real asshole. You know, now I mean, I'm still an asshole. I'm just have a big heart, I guess. I don't know. But you know, I don't know. But it's like, so it's like I'm open about shit. I talk about shit on here. You know, everybody knows I take medication to keep me sane. Oh, I forgot to take my steroids today. Hang on. You know, I have a mental illness. I take medication for it. I go to the doctor. I have therapy. This is my therapy. Talking. You know, letting things out, not holding it in. I don't use it as an excuse to go carte blanche on. I'm bipolar, so I do whatever the fuck I want. Don't have any consequences for me, please. You know, or you know, like this person does. You know, you want to talk about mental illness? Fine. Mental illness is a serious thing. It's not talked about enough. If more people were open about it and talked about it, it wouldn't had that stigma. And it's gone down. You know, when I was growing up, and you know, my mental, you know, and I was diagnosed bipolar. You know, you didn't want to tell anybody. Nobody could find out. You know, because they think less of you or whatever. No, I don't give a fuck, dude. You know, whatever. You know, I have something wrong with me that I can't help. It's just like, but it's in my brain. It's a chemical problem in my brain. It could be a chemical body it'd be diabetes. You know, you don't look at someone with diabetes and like, oh, you have diabetes. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, you don't look at me and be like, oh, you've been depressed before. You know, I've never tried to commit suicide, but that doesn't make me any better than someone that has, or any worse than someone that has. It's not that I haven't thought about it, but you know, it's just, I mean, you know, a lot of people do, but luckily I was able to get help, and you know, right now I'm in a good place because I got a great wife and a girlfriend or whatever the hell she is. You know, we've been together for 10 years, so you know, I use them interchangeably.
Damn wife.
Should marry her.
That's your wife. You just ain't got the paperwork for it.
Shut up, Junior. You know, so it's like, but you know, like this person that we're talking about uses her mental illness as a crutch, or you know, you need to give me attention, or I'm going to kill myself. Oh, okay.
And oh, by the way, here's my channel. Follow this, and I just posted this, and buy my merch.
Yeah, when the last outing that happened for Rural Farm Boy, when she went after him again that day.
T-shirts.
And that's not me saying it. This is Kylo, who, you know, not stuck on her side, but what kind of, I don't know, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but giving her the benefit of the doubt until, you know, she realized she went after Rural Farm Boy and she went after me. And then it's all she does is fucking shoot people up and spit them out because she doesn't care about anybody but herself. So it's going to be Kylo next. And then after Kylo, who's it going to be next? The next person for her to move on to.
I'll tell you what, and I'll clear this up right now. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I didn't believe it initially, but you know what? We're all a family, and I don't believe in choosing sides. So I stayed neutral, and I supported both sides. I never witch hunted Rural Farm Boy, not once. I never slammed him. Nope. When I heard about it, the first thing I did was message him.
Yep.
We talked.
Yep.
Then you know, it went to the wayside because he went into the exile. He got himself out of the limelight, so he didn't have to deal with the drama. He ended up going back to work because he's able to finally, you know, go back to work. The only thing I ever seen Rural Farm Boy do that could be construed maybe being wrong is the one night where he was so damn hammered where he stripped down in front of his damn laptop into his shorts and sat there for a second before he passed out.
I remember
that's the only thing I've ever seen him do wrong. And then
I was rightly wrong there, Kylo. I was very. What happened there? That was back during the summer, and things were getting a bit sideways in the chat, in my opinion, that I weren't happy with, and I didn't realize that I was still on stream when I should have cut my end. And
she did is it was content, man, and it made my night. So don't feel embarrassed. It made my night because that stream and chat did go sideways, but after that happened,
Didn't it
man,
just?
I'll tell you what, I love you. I love you
Me
because
too.
you
And I
do
watched it the
things.
day after, and I laughed and cried at the same time, and I felt good and bad all at the same time.
Oh,
And
I watched it and again, and I laughed because you know what? It's what needed to happen, and it's what, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change that. But I mean,
well, I'm
outside of
also
that
a half-ass
situation,
pole lock most days too, so things
well,
like that tend to happen from time to time.
shit happens, you know.
I mean, yeah, we've all had a couple too many drinks, and
But
whatever
I mean,
happens. But um,
but and
and
then shit continued. I'm sorry, Michael. The shit continued, and I never swayed either way, which I wasn't going to do. I listened to both sides, and I asked for proof. I wanted proof because, like I said earlier, if you're gonna hang my brother, if you're gonna use my rope, I want the evidence. Couldn't give me evidence. Couldn't give me proof. Just hearsay. Other people jumping in on the little video that was being done saying this, putting the man down. And I just couldn't take it. I left it. And then the second witch hunt, which started not that long ago, that's what pissed me off. I straight out called her out on that on her own fucking stream. Like, why can't you just leave it fucking be? Well, blah, 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 this. She said that accused him of going right back to like stalking and bothering her and messaging her. And I turned around and said, hey, you told me back in the spring, early summer, you blocked him every single which fucking way you can. So if you did that, how's this man able to contact you? She got all huffy, and then we did. Then the subject got changed. We didn't discuss it anymore. And I sat there and I let it sit and I let it sit, and it's been sitting. And I was in a video not that long ago, not participating, just watching and listening, kind of being an asshole troll. And a few things got said, and it sparked. And once it sparked 2 weeks ago, I've been been asking questions, and I've been called out on Twitter 2 or 3 different times. And I was like, you know what? That's enough. I'm like, and I haven't seen Rural on streams he's been on in my absence. We haven't crossed paths. This is a man I love doing streams with. It is
Same.
always a pleasure. It's a pleasure above and beyond. You're one of my favorite people to do streams with. Like I told you in a text message earlier, I go, Michael streams on certain nights. I go, if I can get the time on other nights, I'm gonna do some shows, and your ass is gonna be there. Because I do them earlier so you can be there. Because I want you to be on. I want to put this family back together. Miss Christina will be back in 2 weeks, as that was confirmed by both me and Michael. She'll be back on the 7th. So there it is. There's our original 4 back together for septic tanks.
Plus the friends in the chat.
Yep. And I'm telling you right now, I fully 100% back you, your story, and all that. That's why I said we're gonna make rural loved again.
Got a long way to go, but it starts right here.
And then Junior here.
I agree with him.
She's here. She said that she supports it because she sat and looked at everything too.
I watched it.
And Junior, this is nothing. I'm not trying to say anything against you. Like, this is nothing against you. But when a little kid is looking at the evidence that an adult is portraying and calls bullshit on it,
That's something.
Yeah, it doesn't really pass the smell test. And my sister, my little Krista, my sister. Well,
is Delilah in the room?
Yeah, she's.
I thought I just heard Delilah.
Yeah, I did too.
Shut up, assholes. But yeah, you know, it's like that's the other thing too. Everybody knows I'm always posting. Now, I'm going to do it right now, which is kind of I'm always posting a link in here. I'm saying everybody's invited that wants to come in here. You know, I've had people in here that are borderline fucked up fandom menace assholes. But just as long as they can be respectful and talk, you can have your opinion. You know, and that was the other thing too, that I'm a gatekeeper and don't let people come in here unless they agree with me and this, that's like, no, dude, like that's usually the complete opposite. You know, I mean, like you can come out here and say whatever the fuck you want, just as long as you can be respectful. And by respectful, I mean, you know, not calling people names and doing whatever. Like you can say that, you know, The Last Jedi is the worst movie in the world, even though I think it's the best movie. Hallie doesn't like it. And we've had conversations.
I don't like it. It's just not one of my favorites. I was going to wear my Last Jedi hat tonight, but I didn't want to take.
Shut up, asshole! You're ruining my point. Anyways, what I was saying,
you bastard.
So you know, it's like yeah. So you know, Lunga. I've been in Lunga streams more than I've been, and you know, than he's been here. He's been in a couple of streams, but you know, there was a little stretch where I was in Lunga stream, you know, a couple times a week for a month or two, and he hates that movie, and I love that movie, and we have conversations about it, and we might call each other jerks and assholes or whatever, but you know, we don't really mean it, and you know, it's just, you know, so it's like you can have a different opinion, that's fine, you know, that really has absolutely nothing to do with it, but you know.
Kind of in relation to, Michael's not the biggest fan of The Rise of Skywalker. And I take it as a story that's told me that I love it the way it is. We can still be friends. We can still be friends.
Kylo Ren kissed Rey. I don't like that.
I agree with you, Junior. It was silly. But I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like, so that, you know, then she said about how I'm a gatekeeper and everything. And it's like Kylo started off talking about canon. Yeah, dude, you got canon, you got fan fiction. Canon is a bunch of rules. Canon is what happens.
Canon is the history of Star Wars.
Everything is Star Wars has canon. Harry Potter has canon. It is canon that Darth Maul got cut in half. We thought he was dead until we found out that he was still alive, and his hatred kept him alive. That's canon. You can't say, I don't agree with it. You might not like it, but you can't agree with it. It's the same thing as the Phantom Menace people that say it ruined my child. You know, this ruined my childhood. So you know,
but you may not agree with it, but it's fact.
Yeah, and
there's some things in Star Wars that I don't agree with, but it's fact. I move on. Don't bitch, whine, cry, moan about it.
Just because you're too much of a mental midget to handle the fact that you don't like something, it doesn't mean it got ruined. And that's not just going to that idiot woman that we're talking about. Oh, shit. Now I'm going to get all the fucking feminazis going after me now because I said idiot woman. But, you know, what else do you want me to call her? Because if she's an idiot and she's a woman. So there we go. And I'm not going to edit it out so everybody can be like, Michael called somebody an idiot woman. So there goes another 10 followers of mine. But
you know what? Here's the thing. Fuck the fembots, because how I look at it is if the shoe fits, you fucking lace that bitch up and wear it. You know, if you're going to act like a god, if you're going to act that way, then you should lace it up and take the punches that you're going to take from it. Because I know after this video is over, my Twitter inbox is blowing the hell up.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. It's fuck. Every freaking alert that's going off of my phone is a freaking Twitter. But that's fine, whatever. Because you know what? Like I said, if I lose all but 3, that's cool, because then it would be Michael, RFB, well, Rez, so maybe 4, and then like Andy and them, because they're not going to, because they probably see through the shit too. You know,
Andy does, and I'm grateful for him.
My whole thing about it is I wanted to bring this man back. The man that so many people have loved dearly. Bring him back and show that we stand united with him.
I missed him.
And back him.
I'm ready.
And he belongs here. and he needs to stay here, and I think he will. And we don't need him
Here.
getting run off by a bunch of assholes that ain't got nothing better to do but sit and make up some bullshit to try to sell some weak ass merch.
Can I also ask for permission to become a member of the Glaring Black Glasses Brigade? Because they're glaring.
Permission granted.
Thank you.
Oh shit! I have light facing that way, so that it doesn't work for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, like, it's, I mean, I don't know. It was just, it's hard for me to believe what was said about Rural Farm Boy, because here's the facts. Someone said I have proof, but refuses to show the proof. Not just to me, to anybody else. And then they sit here and they make up stories about me and lies about me, which my stories aren't that bad. Oh, I talk about canon. I always fucking talk about canon. But
you're an asshole.
I am an asshole, but that's the point. That's not. So make your video about me about being an asshole. Not that I talk about canon. Like, I mean, that's just where, you know. But yeah, it's just like,
this leads me to ask. This leads me to ask a question, and it's not just in Galaxy. It could be here now, in real time, on Earth with us.
Go ahead.
Would you consider history as we know it, the Vietnam War, World War I, World War II, so on and so forth, would you consider that to be canon? It's
shit.
history. It's real. It's what we were told. Is that canon?
Some people might call it legends, but I go with canon.
I mean, if you want to talk about the Vietnam War, I mean, the Vietnam War happened. It's canon.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk,
exactly.
But now, so here's the thing. All right, so this is the whole thing. The Vietnam War is canon.
Yes.
Okay. Just like in Star Wars, something can be canon.
Exactly. That's my point.
But hang on. Now, what we can discuss and have conversations about is, why did the Vietnam War happen? Why did this thing happen?
Yep.
And we can't say it didn't happen. It happened. Now we can discuss and argue, or, you know, I mean, when I say fight, I don't actually mean fight, but, you know, like, have a conversation about, argue, you know, whatever it is, about why it happened. Because there's the reason we're told it happened, and, you know, that it's like, you know, how could this tiny group of people that have, you know, no means to fight us. Well, I mean, you know, we have all these weapons and everything, and they're using sticks and rocks to defeat us. Well, they also had all the communists, Russia and China, funneling money to them and guns and everything like that. So that's what we can talk about that. Then we can talk about, why. Was it really to stop the spread of communism? Or was it because something else was going on? Was it to defend the little guy? You know, I mean, there's just so many things to, you know, and that's what, I mean, so that's what the difference is. Canon, it happened. This is what it is. Now we can talk about why it happened. And especially if you want to get into, you know, I have psychology books, or I have one book, The Psychology of Star Wars, and talks about psychological illnesses and situations based on characters, so that you can relate to them and understand them. You know, I mean, it's just things like that, so you can, you know, really just understand what it is. You know, I guess it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it just really sucks, because, you know, it went from a I need help to a let's cancel him and destroy him. It went from, you know, this person's bothering me, to, wait, these people are paying attention to me. Oh, look at these T-shirts I have. You know, it just seems really interesting timing, that the day you're starting your TeePublic store is the day, or the day before you start sending out all these help things to all these people that have, you know, tons of followers, or, you know, a few thousand followers or whatever. And, You know, it's like right now people are going to watch this. I'm going to lose followers on Twitter. I'm probably going to lose some friends because you can't defend yourself because it's not about, you know, it's not about your feelings or whatever. You know, if you're scared, say you're scared. Say why you're scared. Don't make shit up. You know, and you know this goes into a whole other thing with you know like the first time I was canceled this summer was because of the comic book that came out, and so a woman had a gun pointed at her, and then it went you know then it went off and like people come up with complete fucking stories, and it's like well I was you know I had whatever blah blah blah. It's like okay I'm sorry for you, your feelings are valid, but that never happened in the story. This woman was not beaten. She was not raped. It was not sex porn or whatever the fuck you want to call it. She had a gun pointed at her. Like, you could say it triggered me, it made me feel this way or whatever, but don't make up all these other stories. Kind of like with Rural Farm Boy. Whatever happened, I don't know. I went to see the proof, and I still haven't seen it. I've said it a million times. So, you know, trying to make your story better by adding on to it or, you know, whatever it was, you know, is bad because it ruins it then for people that actually have this issue. You know, it's like when actual real victims have a problem and like, let's say somebody has to go to the police and say, you know, this happened to me. But instead of saying this happened to me, they add things onto the story to make their story more convincing or stronger or better or, you know, whatever you want to say, however you want to put it. And then you find out, well, you lied about this, you lied about that, which we know she lied about me, all this shit about me. You know, so it's like, oh, that's Christina. Oh, thank you. But it's like, you know, when you're going to lie about one thing, that ruins all your credibility. You know, it's like the boy that cried wolf. So, you know, maybe that third time you didn't see the wolf or whatever. But, you know, and the other thing, too, I've heard people talk about this. Because now I've heard podcasts and people talk about this scenario, this situation, and they've equated to them. This wasn't Rural Farm Boy going after her because he talked to her on Twitter once or twice. She used to call him crying. And that doesn't mean someone can take advantage of someone because they're their friend. So before anybody fucking puts words in my mouth, that's not what I'm saying. I'm letting you know that they had more of a relationship. They had an in real life relationship where they talked to each other on the phone for hours and did whatever. And she would call him all the time and cry about whatever. And he would be stuck on the phone with her because she'd be like, I'm going to kill myself if you don't stay on the phone and talk to me. And then he'd get stuck on the phone with her.
Hold up a second, Michael.
Yeah.
That was the other way around. I want to go and say.
What?
I'll just say her name. It's Rachel. When I saw that she was in a bad spot and was feeling really lowly, I would call her, and it happened 7 or 8 times, I want to say. When I saw she was in a really lowly spot and feeling really bad because of her, I'll say, real mental depression, not the stuff that she's going and painting out in so many other different ways from what it really is. When I seen that she was in a bad spot, I spent times, a couple of hours at a time, just talking about random whatever with her and slowly helping her up out of that bad spot, talking about so many random different things to where she was feeling much better. I did that, yeah, and as a friend. And I think she took what I was saying the wrong way, was where things started to get downhill. That makes sense.
It makes sense to me. That's how I understood it.
Yeah, where we go from here.
You know.
Okay, so I can admit I was wrong. I misspoke. So when she was saying I'm going to kill myself, he would call her instead of her calling him. Sorry, whatever. But so I misspoke on that one. But yeah, and I got phone calls from her too. Before, and Kyle got phone calls from her too, and it's like
2:30 in the goddamn morning.
So it's like this isn't just like some we're friends on Twitter and talk to each other. Like we were actually friends, and she had problems, and would Rural Farm Boy, when she knew she was upset, would call her, but she would call us. So it's not like for those people that were saying oh, leave the poor girl alone. It's like no, this was someone, and then I'm
She
gonna
had numbers. She wasn't just a subscriber or a fucking live stream chat member. She had her phone numbers. We brought her in as a member of the family. She had personal, immediate access to us when she needed it. And that's what makes it even worse, is she turned around and she attacked one of our own. That's my biggest issue, is she wasn't just, no offense to anybody in the chat, she wasn't like somebody just sitting in a damn chat. She was part of us. She had her phone number, she had her email, she had every contact, because we all were friends, we were family, and we all tried to help. And then you turn around and then you attack him, you attack Michael, and your dumbass came after me. I tip my hat. Rural Farm Boy is a pure gentleman. He bowed out, didn't want no bullshit. Michael's just like, hey, this, that. Me, I don't play that. I don't play it. I love these guys. We gave you the opportunity to use us for help. You took advantage of us, and then you slammed us all. I'm not cool with that.
No. Nope.
And Dale just said in the chat he's smarter than all of us.
Agreed.
It says I didn't give her my phone number, so he is smarter than all of us.
Yeah, I guess he
did. But at the time, that wasn't a thing, and that's why it's hard. That's why it's tough. And like once again, I still say I don't believe what she says about Rural Farm Boy, but I can't say if it did or didn't happen. I don't believe it happened, and that's when she said choose sides, which happened on multiple occasions. She claimed she never said that, but she did, and I chose to choose. I don't know what that noise just was. I chose to not believe her because there was no proof. And then, she turned on me. So it's like now she's lying about me to make her story better. So why would I believe anything she has to say?
See, that's what just floors me, that each of the two of yuns, separate, was asked to choose a side. Why would somebody want to do that when there's a circle of friends? Doing something like that instantly is asking to break that circle of friends. Why would you do that to your friends? That's not ever something I've ever done. Not something in the past year and a half that Michael and I have been friends. And in the past year that Kylo and I have been friends. Nobody's ever been asked to, why would you ask to break a circle of friends when you're included in it, when you're a part of it? Why would you step outside of that and ask to choose sides? That makes no sense to me. We're there for our friends. Michael's there for his friends. Kylo's there for his friends. I've been in so many places for so many friends for so many years. I've never stepped outside of the circle and asked to do what Anakin Skywalker did when he became Darth Vader. He said, you're either with me or against me. I can't. How can someone do that? How do you do that? Ask to
Not
choose
within a
someone.
group of friends, you don't.
No, you don't. How do you do that?
And then you don't turn around and you make some people choose and then turn around and call that your safe place after you make people choose. You want me to denounce my friends to aid your safe place. Your safe place, that's not a safe place. Because guess what? You've taken our friends from us. They can stay
Exactly.
with you because they weren't loyal. They weren't good friends. Good friends don't do that.
But
So all the people all the
their safe
people
place has been built from friends removed from us and given over to another.
well, just
And
like good
that
old
one that has those new friends, they don't know who those friends are. We do. They were taken from us. We know who they are, but she's got no clue who those folks are. We
Well, see, I
do.
don't, I don't even, I don't even care. I care about the fact that I don't give a fuck about her.
No.
What I care about is the fact that people that I considered friends that I've, that I've spent time with outside or in the real world, and been with or whatever, that they just fucking unfollow me, stop talking to me, or block me, because of what was said with no proof. That's my issue, and that's really not, I mean, it is her because it was because of her, but it's because of them. If they want to go be friends with her and fucking have sleepovers, that's fine. That I don't care about. But they're going to get burned too. Just like I told Kylo when all this shit went down, and he was told at that time that he needed to choose sides, and he told her, "No, I'm not choosing sides." I said, "Just watch out because she's going to come after you next." And it took 4 months or 6 months, whatever the fuck it was, but she eventually did. And why it took so long, and all the shit she's been saying and doing to him over the last couple of weeks, and she hasn't outed him or gone after him. I mean, I can only think it's because he doesn't have a big following. She doesn't have anything to gain personally from it. So going after somebody that only has 40 followers on Twitter isn't really going to gain you anything in T-shirt sales. So, why do it? But you want to come after a Royal Farm Boy that has, 2,000 followers or whatever the fuck it was, and say, oh, boo-hoo me, whatever.
Well, I was nearly close to 1,000 followers that I never asked for. I was grateful for. Nobody ever sees me go and post in the Twitterverse saying, I'm sitting right now at 899 followers. I would be grateful for one more I've never posted ever once in that Twitterverse to ask for just one more follower. I'm grateful for the folks and friends that choose to follow me. I never asked for it, but I was grateful for them friends that chose to do so. And I want to say that, yes, Michael's absolutely right, because he, of the three of us, has met the most in real life of so many of our friends. He's got to spend time in real life with them, talking in person with them. And they still chose through cancel culture, as he said, to take a minute without asking a who or how or where or what or why, and just press a button and say, unfollow. That's what I feel badly about. Because out of the three of us, Michael spends the most in real life with so many friends that he's lost.
And a lot of it too
That makes me feel
is
bad.
what gets me is a lot of it is optics. It has nothing to do with the fact of whether or not you believe me or not. There's stuff going on, so I'm going to unfollow you. But on
without asking why. That's
but hang on. So my podcast account is going to unfollow you, but my personal account is going to stay followed to you, and my personal account is going to comment and like on your things. My podcast one is going to stop. So if that means the people that are doing that, if they're going to unfollow me now on both of them, so be it. But it's just kind of funny that it's like everyone knows me as this person, and Star Wars Twitter, so I'm going to unfollow you so I don't get called out for it, because people are going around calling people out and saying, oh, hey, Rural Farm Boy, you're a patron of this person, this person, this person, this person. And they listed 6 people or 8 people, because a bunch of people dropped Rural Farm Boy on the first day, I think. He could tell you better. I don't know. I'm also, and you know, and a bunch of people dropped him on the first day when the story first came out. And then a day or two later, somebody's like, "Hey, I told you I was going to out you guys for letting me be your patron. So, you know, here's the list of people." And I was like, "Yep." You know, you know, show me some proof, and I'll, you know, kick him out from following me. But you know, it goes back to the same thing. It's like, you know, no, your word isn't good enough because we know how you are, and that's bad when, you know, someone that I once considered a friend, I have to say, I can't believe what you're saying because we know how you really are, and you know, it just seems like you don't give a fuck about people. You just spit them up and chew them out. You get whatever you can. You use them for whatever you can, and you know, then all of a sudden, you know, once you've got everything you can from them, you're done.
Oh boy, Patrick's here, and he's
Patrick!
asking, what did he miss? Oh boy.
It's an hour long. He's gonna have to do the replay.
Yeah. Quick synopsis. Kylo, who was once part of the inner circle or is part of the inner circle of this channel and the septic tank, broke his silence on the rural Fireboy drama, or whatever you want to call it, from whenever ago. Because the same thing was getting ready to happen to him somewhat, or happening to him.
It's okay. I don't care.
Oh, and no, not Vader Girl, Reaper Girl. Patrick, not Vader Girl. Cat, we love Cat. Cat's a great person.
Yeah, we love Cat. Usually she stops in on Saturday.
Yeah, I miss Cat.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear. It's not Vader's Girl. Vader's Girl is good. But yeah.
I wish you would follow me back. I miss her.
Well,
she watches. She will.
I mean, so you know, so this is going to cost me some viewers and for some friends. Just like when you were on a couple weeks ago, I lost like on Twitter the next day or the next couple of days. I lost like 10 followers on Twitter, and I lost 3 or 4 followers on YouTube. So, you know, people are going to see this, and like, you know, Junior said right here, we aren't bullying, we are standing up to bullies, and that's, you know, really what it is, because, you know, you can't, you know, that's the whole thing, like I was saying, if you try and defend yourself, whatever you say is going to be twisted around, you know, just like with that thing I went through with the whole fucking comic book thing. Oh, so you don't care about my feelings? No, your feelings are valid, but what you're saying happened didn't happen. Oh, so now you're saying I'm making things up? I'm making up my story? I didn't say you're making up your story. I'm saying what you're seeing right now is being made up. According to the whole Reaper Girl thing, I can't attest to the Rural Farm Boy thing. I can attest to me. She's making that fucking shit up. Just like, you know, she got mad at me because, you know, the one day we were playing Truth or Dare, and my thing was eat dog food. And the whole time, Rural Farm Boy was saying, don't do it, don't do it. And
I got a little bit sideways.
You know, he was saying don't do it, and he was mad because he knew what she was going to act like after we did it. And then, you know, the next day,
Kat's here. Hi, Vader's girl.
Hey!
You must have heard us talking about her. She's here. She heard us through the force.
So, hey, before we talk about anything else, Bears Girl, I know I owe you an Anakin action figure, and I just found the box the other day. In the box, ready to go. So that's going to be going in the mail on Monday. Because it's just been sitting over here. I would show you what I have behind this curtain. Behind this curtain, Real Farmboy's seen it. Behind this curtain was a wall of boxes, and it fell over on top of other things that need that for storage. So yeah, and Dale's undressing. He's either undressing on camera or talking about Real Farmboy. The day that he.
I think Dale. That's where I want to say, how do Miss Cat? I miss you. I hope we can still be friends. I'm still your friend. Please.
Yeah. Kat, the only thing I can say is go back and watch the beginning of this video because I said my piece on the matter months ago, and when it came back up, I just someone actually specifically called me out, and I said, listen, I already talked about this months ago, or when it happened. Go back and watch it, and whatever. But yeah, so just go back and watch it. Basically, what happened is, Kylo just told his side of the story, or whatever was going on, and it seems to contradict everything that this other person was telling us. So
one more time, Kylo, what's that hashtag that you just invented most recently?
Mr. LA?
Yes, sir.
Mr. LA is make rural farm boy loved again.
You humble me, brother. You really humble me. Can we unbox some stuff now, Michael? Please. What do you got boxed up? What's in the box?
But hang on, there's a reason. There's a reason why you started that hashtag, because you were staying out of it and not choosing sides and trying to stay friends with both people. And right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so and then it finally got to the point where this person was just doing too much shit and going after too much shit, and you decided to call her out on her bullshit because.
And I called her out on the hatred of canon, and then using canon content, and then calling her out on pretty much calling me out on Twitter. I mean, Christ's sake, you can't be any more obvious.
Speaking on canon content that one was not familiar with. That makes sense?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you're blatantly calling me out without directly putting my name in on the Twitter, and I just had enough. And then the thing came down is it's a safe place. I had to make a decision. So here, I made my decision. My decision sits with this man right there. My loyalties sit with that guy right there, that guy right there, and all of the crazy sons of bitches down in the chat.
And Kylo's the same as me. If one of us do something wrong, we're going to hold the other person responsible and accountable for it. We're not saying loyalty like that. Like, we're going to just look the other way if something bad happens. We're saying, we're loyal to our friends. But if we see something bad happen, we're going to call them out and we're going to hold them responsible. So
you step on stream, we're calling your ass out. And we do.
We talk to one another.
And we tell you how funny you were.
No holds barred. We talk to one another.
No, that's a septic tank, and nothing's held back in here. That's why I waited for tonight. I was ready to jump this gun Monday, and I bit my tongue. And I'm like, you know what? I could have called Michael and said, hey, we're going to stream before Saturday. But here's the thing. Saturday is my baby. Well, not just mine, but, this is pretty much, my idea from the jump.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to make sure that man, wherever you're down there underneath, I want to make sure you were able to be here because I wanted you to be in the stream. I wanted to make sure you were present for what I had to say and how I feel, because I don't pull punches, and I wanted to let everybody know where I sit. And I know I'm going to lose a bunch of followers. I don't have that many, but like I said, I don't care.
Matter. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together.
When I go to bed tonight, drunk, sober, whatever it may be, when I wake up in the morning, because I won't have a fucking headache, I'm going to feel better about myself because I turned around and I finally let out what I believe, what I know, and how I feel, and bringing my brother, the farm boy, back into our lives, back into our streams. He's back. I'm glad to be part of it.
I'm here. I'm right here. Never left. Might have been behind the scenes, might have been backstage, but always been here. I don't abandon my friends. Never have.
Oh, what's up, Jay?
Jay.
Jay?
Yes.
Speak up, buddy.
He's probably on a 14-second delay.
Well, he said his internet was shitty.
He just jumped out. But yeah, I mean, it's so there, it's all out in the open now. She made up her lies and her stories, and everybody fucking. Well, at first, only a couple people went with it, and it kind of got swept under the rug, which I'm going to assume made her even more upset. So she just waited till the perfect time, and then
this bud's for you, buddy. This one's for you.
All right, so we I guess that's about it.
We got merch.
We got merch, dude. I already talked about this, so yeah, go to the Live It app.
Rural Farm Boy. You gotta say it.
What?
You gotta say it. You know what you gotta say. We're doing merch.
We're doing this book on Live It, just randomly as I do it. So make sure you download Live It
here because it's already out of the box. So I'll wait for the next box.
And this one, well, a quick one will be going on, then a full one will be going on Patreon. But there's so much stuff I want to do. But I don't even have room for this shit right now. Here. Where'd he go?
I'll be right.
Oh, so now he leaves. But yeah, so
I'm still here. Carry on.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just waiting for the aftermath of all this, to go on, because it's going to be the same thing. Oh, she was a victim. You can't treat her that way. Well, when the victim's lying, what are you supposed to do? And we don't know if the victim's lying or not, because it's a he said, she said, and he said it didn't happen. She's saying it did, and she's saying she has proof but won't share it. Well, it's kind of hard to. And
Just what I said earlier.
And you've been proven earlier. And you've been proven as a liar. You've been proven as a liar. How are we supposed to believe anything? What's up, Kylo Jr.?
Hi.
Just what I said earlier. Every story's got two sides. And for quite a few months, there's been one side of that story told. The other side has only been told to, as I said previously, 4 other different friends, folks. The story carries on with the other side. It depends on who wants to hear the other side of that story. And that's all I got to say about that.
Well, I mean,
Krista,
it's the same thing. when it all went down and all happened, I replied on Twitter. Here's my side of the story. The psychopath lied about this and this and this. So I don't know what to believe. And so, when you're proven a liar, it's hard to believe something else. Especially when you're saying I have proof, you don't show any. And I talked about it on Twitter. I said, this is all I'm going to say about it. And, believe what the fuck you want to. And, I thought it was done over with. And then she decided she wanted to sell some T-shirts. So she decided to bring it back up again. But she was smart about it. I never said she was stupid. I call her an idiot. There's a difference between being an idiot and being stupid. She is an idiot, but that's besides the point. And then people are going to get mad because I call her an idiot. Well, she's a victim. You can't call her an idiot. Well, she's not a victim. She's a victim of herself is what she's a victim of. But, it's just like, you can't. Oh, and someone just subscribed. Yeah, so thanks for subscribing. The content usually, sometimes it's like this on a Saturday. But it basically, so basically what happened is some psychopath made up stories, and someone's breaking their silence on it now, and that's kind of what this was about. But yeah, the septic tanks usually we just get together and chill and chat. Mondays is like an interview form, and Saturdays is just kind of a free for all. But all right, so I got a email the other day and said, hey, we want to make sure you still want this book. And I was like, yeah, I want the book. And they said, okay, you'll have it on Monday. So that I could then read it and do a review because the book came out on Tuesday. I'm assuming this is the book. It came in a nice little envelope today I got here. So the book came out Tuesday. And I'm just giving it today to do my advanced copy screening. There it is.
Oh, I don't got that yet.
Well, I mean, it just came out Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
me.
Amazing motivation. So I'll be going through it and doing a quick little review and talking about it sometime next week. It should have been done. If I would have had the book earlier, I would have had it out there. But it doesn't. It is what it is. I'm just happy that Lucasfilm and Disney Books, I think this one's Disney, is gracious enough to on my fucking vulgarity laden thing. I'm probably gonna get reported to them or whatever. But yeah, so that book came, and then this came today. It's got my address on there, so everybody that wants to send me hate mail for this can do it. You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Well, I got this. The Mandalorian.
Ooh.
But they put it in look at the box they put it in.
Oh, Christ.
The card's curved. Oh, geez.
They jammed it in this box that doesn't fit in, so.
Yeah.
So that'll be a phone call tomorrow. They did that too with the what I get from them. What exclusive did they have? They had the IG-11 exclusive, and it came in an envelope.
The one with credit, the Imperial credit. Is it that one?
This one, yeah.
Ooh.
It's the credit one. So now I need to call them and be like, hey, listen.
I didn't see that.
It's the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, so it's the Black Series. It's just there's a credit line. Let me do this. I think there's 5 of them, and it has the credits with them.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen any of those yet.
But I mean, that's what they gave me. And because I don't take it out of the box, that is an issue for me.
Well, that one you can take out of the box once they send you the new one.
They'll probably make me send that one back. I don't know.
Well, can I interrupt for a second?
You got it.
I'll pay credits.
Oh, very nice.
Where do you get those credits?
Well, if that's not enough, I can pay in calamari flan too.
Be damned.
I missed this. I miss all of you guys.
I have one Beskar, one piece of Beskar. What's that get me?
Oh, well, if you're up for some Imperial credits or calamari flan, hit me with a DM and I'll tell you. Well, if that's not enough, I can also pay in Spyra from Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, come on, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, hit me with a DM and I will gladly share where I found them from. So much fun. So much fun. And if that's not even near enough, I can also do.
But my Beskar is autographed, though.
Republic credits.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
My Beskar is autographed.
Oh, that's something I ain't got. So you give me the I don't want to go and say it because I'm ashamed of it, but you trumped me on that, and that's by cards, not by presidents. If you take my meaning.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Trumped clubs, not Trump presidents. That ain't the way. Anyways, carry on. Miss Chris's sigh just floored me. Best thing ever.
I did find a few goodies yesterday.
Really? What'd you find?
They're the carbonized set of the Mandalorian figures.
Is Michael frozen? No, he's not frozen. I see him moving.
Michael would just do me the honor so I can share these with everybody real quick.
Yeah.
I got these guys.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I got that one.
We ain't yet found that. Damn it.
There's the Remnant Trooper.
I can't find that. Damn it.
Which one?
I'll shut up now.
No, because if you're looking for something, I will have no problem with trying to help you out. They're all carbonized.
Oh, wow.
So shoot me a text or a DM, and I can hobble myself over to see if I can acquire anything.
Good captures. Good bounty.
You know, since I don't collect Black Series, but I do acquire some. But these are Kenners, so I guess you can't call them Black Series. No. But I do collect action figures. So those were like hand grabbed, but I did get something that's in a box, and it was this one here. It's the New York Comic-Con, and this is the actual one from the Comic-Con that didn't happen. But I got the Comic-Con stickered one, and that sits there. That's going to be one of our treasures. Because everybody in this house loves the Child.
I love the child. That's mine.
And I think this is probably one of the coolest ones because he's got the Mandalorian signet chain, and I love it.
Michael, do you know if Peter and Miss Eden from GM Transmissions has that child from New York Comic Con? Because I'm pretty sure they might be wanting to hunt him up if
I'm
they
pretty
don't
sure they
already
do.
got.
I got mine off of eBay for, it was cheap too, $20, $22, I think it was. So yeah, I got stuck in having to buy eBay shit. But yeah, so it's like I don't know, just in case since I have it sitting here. You know, I got this the other day too. This came in the training.
Those are cool. They're already. I got to find a place on a shelf to put them.
And I was thinking about today. I was sitting there and I decided, Sean Solo, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I was like, you know what? I need more room for books. I'm going to take some of my my Funkos, and I think I'm going to pack some more away and make some more room on that on my other bookshelf. So I was talking with Kyle. It's like, what's the point of having Funkos if I'm just going to put them in storage? And I was like, well, you know what? Someday I might get them out. And I have to figure out too, because I have this wall behind me here that I can still fit a bunch of pops on there. So I have to figure out what I want to do. I mean, I can show you real quick kind of what I got. It's really messy, but I have. Kyle, you might have a better idea. I need to find some kind of shelving system to put. I want to put. Oh, you can't see it, but underneath that big mess of Funkos, you can kind of see a lesson and whatever it is. That's the Yoda pop. That's the video I was editing today. The pull that swing out. And then there's that 10-inch Baby Yoda, 10-inch Boba Fett that I still need to make a video on for it. Then I just got the other day that I opened up on the Bacta tank. Where is it down here? The 10-inch Mandalorian. So I want to have, that'll free up a ton of room with taking those out of those boxes, especially that Baby Yoda. That'll free up a bunch of room. But I don't want them just to be sitting around. You know what I mean? I want to be able to put them like on a shelf. So you know how they have like the cupcake shelves or whatever they call them?
Yeah.
Like that that's what people put their Funkos on. Do they have something like that, but a little bit bigger, like 6-inch base instead of like a 1-inch base? But I guess
they might. I mean, I don't know. I have. After that stream where we talked about it, I have really heavily considered doing that with my Star Wars ones down here. And then this way I can have them out of the box. So then this way, if I want to look at the back side of the figure, I can do that. Because some of them I know would be really cool to be able to look at the whole figure rather than just what's facing out of the window. Because why am I going to have all of these down here if I'm not going to be able to to view them? And some of them I know, not Star Wars related, but there was an Iron Man one that came out, I think, last year, to where the detail on it was just absolutely insanely great, but you would never know if you didn't take it out of the box. You can't see the backside of how detailed they went into it. So that's kind of like why I want to look into trying to. And then Michael brought that up, and we got into that conversation. I'm like, well, damn. I'm like, I can free up a lot of room on these shelves if I get a couple cupcake risers and just put the figures on there, and then put the boxes into like a tote and slide them into the closet. Because I could fit a lot more of them. I mean, I'll know what they are.
I mean, it's like so. I have the co-chair, those 4. But I mean, I still have a ton of room. I don't know how high I can stack them, but I can still fit quite a few going up. And then I have the Macquarie ones. But wait, there's only 3 of them there. That's horrible. And then those are, I think, right? How many Mando pops are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally 4. Near Comic Con, that's on the bottom, and then his Fireball one, and then the 2 different. Oh wait, no, there's a. Okay, I still have the Chrome one that is somewhere here. I just need to find it, but it's in a box. It's in a pile of Funkos behind there. But yeah, so it's the Mando one, and then the Fireball one, and these are the 2 regular ones. The one with the regular Mando, and then the Mando with the new Beskar, and then the chromed out one. But I only have the Amazon one. I don't have the other one. And the other one's $300. The Amazon one's $50. Well, prices, but because the other one, no one knew that it was coming out, and they just kind of destroyed it. Yeah, so I mean that's where. Then there's a couple other ones. Oh, and then I have this corner too for the the 6-inch ones, and those 6-inch ones. I have the other one right here that I still need to do a video on, and I have the other one is coming on Wednesday. I think they said it'll be delivered, but I'm trying to check and see right now. I just got a notification from Amazon that my package will be delivered tomorrow, but I need to know what package it was. Is it what it is? So, because I need to call tomorrow or check them confirm. Tomorrow I have Chuck Skywalker on. Or not tomorrow, Monday, the Bacta tank. So I need to make sure I merch for that. I have a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be coming in. I just need to check and see when it is coming in.
Who's on Monday night?
Charlie Skywalker. Kylo, I don't blame you if you don't recognize the name immediately, but
Red Foe
he's a friend. Yes, Red 4.
Which one is it? Oh, that's Red 5.
He's also known as DJ.
DJ.
He's a friend. I'll say that. He's a near and dear friend.
Yeah, because his name isn't really Charlie.
No.
I'll have him tell that story on the Bacta tank. Here, but
he's somebody you're familiar with, Kylo. It's been a spell. I'll say that. But he's
I know.
Familiar with.
He knows who he is. He knows who he is. I'm looking right now at my Amazon orders, and I have something coming on. I have something coming on Tuesday. Those are pre-orders. That's not coming until November. That's not coming until December. Vader's Castle. So Vader's Castle, the Halloween one. I ordered it in July.
Wow.
It's supposed to be here for Halloween. It's pushed back to January. Another book coming Tuesday. That one's January. That one's pre-order. That one is November. And then I'm just trying to figure out what's coming in tomorrow, but I don't know. And it says that there's no tracking information on it, so I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Here, I want to show. Hey, Rural, this is why I was wondering, because I have one of these for Charlie, but I need his mailing address. This is his second sister. I did her unmasked from Fallen Order.
Ooh.
Got a bad glare on it, but
you did that.
Yep.
That's a Kylo custom.
Yeah, because here's what it originally was.
Yeah.
And then there's what. Oh, goddamn camera. So that's got to go to Charlie. I have one for Charlie because he wanted one, and I never got his proper mailing information. And then I made this one here too.
Whoa, what? Wow.
Let me
Cricket
see
with the
that. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
and Chewie got hungry and he ate the porg.
Porgs are food.
Yeah.
Just like chickens, they're food.
So that's why I look forward to Monday so I can. It's been a long time since I talked to Mr. Red 4.
Way too.
Pop into the chat. I'm waiting to see some of the old boys pop into the chat, but we've got Sean Solo and we have Jay, Ronnie J still sitting around, and
Yep.
let's see, Kat might still be in, although she might have went and turned in. Might have to answer any questions on here.
She's an hour behind you, and you're an hour behind me. So,
So it's only like 10 here, but she might have had a long day. You know.
She's also got a Padawan to put to bed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she got a youngling.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Let's see what else. Maybe I'll still have something. I'll make sure I have something. Let's see what else I got. I feel like opening it.
No, Kat's still here. She just asked, "What's up?"
Oh no, I was just going through people who was here. Hi, Miss Kat, how are you?
Yep, she's right there in the chat. She just spoke up only 30 seconds ago. She asked, "What's up?" She's right there.
I was just checking. I was doing a roll call, see who was still in.
We got
very good friend. Go back a little bit. She's a great person. And I was like shocked to see, like, I was in a stream. I'm like, is that who I think that is? And then I wasn't on screen. I was just in chat, I think. And it's like, yes, no shit. I'm like, all right, now I love this. I love this network because now it's bringing back old friends. Great person.
Miss Kat's a little bit more of a newer friend, but I still take her as a friend. To me,
she's a great person. Great person.
Seconded.
She's got a youngling too, but we see how my youngling has grown.
She's got a little bit of pain to put up with, and her temps are dropping. It's snow tomorrow. I'm feeling for you, girl, because the snow you're gonna get, it's headed my way.
Wait, snow tomorrow?
Yeah, she's out there. She's out there in the middle of the Midwest, and you're in between her and me. She's out in Colorado-ish.
I was gonna say, I thought she's in Colorado,
and I'm in Western Pennsylvania. So what she's getting is coming to you. Yeah,
that could
said Colorado.
That could just be mountain snow. It may not make it to us like that.
Correct. Also could be. At some other point, what she's getting is coming to you, and then's coming to me.
Well, it's been freaking raining like crazy around here.
Anybody?
I got rain all today, expecting some more rain tomorrow, and not looking forward to that. With low, like tonight's supposed to drop down into the 40s and spend all day tomorrow in the 50s with rain, and likely going to work on Monday with 40s and rain. Not my favorite.
What are you doing with that extra small box that doesn't look so extra small?
I'm waiting for somebody to ask me the question.
It's not really small box.
I'm waiting for somebody to ask me the question.
What's in the box?
All right.
What's in the box?
We're breaking all the rules, man. We're breaking all the rules.
Yeah, man. We got to practice, man. We got to get them back in.
Are we breaking rules or rurals?
Oh, we're breaking rurals.
Already been broke, but I'm still all together.
We're breaking it back in.
Yep.
That's how we're breaking you. We're breaking you back in.
Yes, sir.
So what's in that box? Because I had another box, but it's a big 10-inch stormtrooper.
Another box.
I'll do Miss Caroline K. She says, I can't
Caroline
listen,
K.
but the fires in Colorado sound really scary. There's fires in Colorado?
Yeah, they're having
Ooh, all right.
they're having
I'm familiar.
forest fires in Colorado.
Stay safe, girl. Stay safe.
So this isn't necessarily. I don't know why my camera's being like this now. I moved it around and now it's not behaving. Oh, I guess that's okay. No, it's not. But whatever. We'll figure it out.
There we go.
This isn't necessarily Star Wars, but it is because I'm going to spend tonight and probably tomorrow working on this. This is my joystick for Squadrons.
HOTOS.
Yes.
Yes. Looky there. Looky.
And you don't need. So this one, you can get the separate thruster and the separate pedals, but it costs a shit ton of money for those. This
so
has
you just got the joystick and the throttle, correct? No pedals.
Well, the throttle's on the side.
Okay.
The throttle's on the side. It's a thumb throttle. So instead of having to shift it right here, I just use my thumb to move it back and forth. So it kills that. And then the pedals are the buttons right here, I believe.
Copy.
So it has so it has everything that you need for it. It just saves you a couple $100 on that. But they're gonna put this over. I gotta spend some time, especially before Danielle comes home, figuring this shit out. Okay, this is the last one because I have one more thing to open, but we need to save that for Monday because I have a bunch of stuff coming in Tuesday, and then I have a bunch more stuff coming in. I have stuff coming in the beginning of November too, so that might November 2nd. So I don't know what day that falls on.
Well, we always need more merch for next Saturday.
Saturday's not a merch day, though. Saturday's not a merch day. That Monday's the merch day.
You can always do something on Saturday, merch-wise.
Stupid Saturday.
I know what day it is.
Stupid Saturday and then merch Monday.
Oh, so you're saying we get stupid on Saturdays and we do merch on Monday?
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
She's right. That's pretty much how it is. Okay.
Yeah,
right here.
Agree with that.
I can't argue that fact.
No, I can agree with that.
Yep.
This guy right here.
All right, what do we got? To the box.
Last box. What's in the box?
Last box for today.
Not said like I type. What's in the box? Otherwise, I would type it as what's in the box.
I want to get a Rural Farm Boy shirt, and then on the back it says "what's in the box."
I don't sell no merch. We already talked about that. Folks selling merch. Folks pushing merch. I ain't got no merch.
Yeah, maybe that will go on the. I'll have somebody make me a Rural Farm Boy shirt. I know I've been talking about it. It's like I talk about everything. I talked about the Patreon for months, and then I did it. And I talked about doing Cheers, and then I did it. And then I've been talking about my T-Public store for months, and then I'm just gonna be like the one I'm gonna be like, here you guys go, come order some shit. I'll probably sell more shirts than the first day. Then never mind, I'm not gonna get you.
That's one hell of a job. Damn.
Right. The hell is in there?
That's what I'm asking.
It's white.
Part of my mouth.
Box.
People.
It's a box inside of a box.
Well, what the hell is that?
She's gonna get mad at me.
Fuck you. And it's got the damn celebration sticker on it.
Oh.
Oh my god, I would kill for just the shared one. Oh my god, that is.
Prototype Boba Fett. Is that what
Oh.
I'm seeing?
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Remember what I said? I only have 3 of them on this.
You may.
There's 4 now. Yeah, I was.
You might have 3.
I said, "Oh, I only have 3 of them," and then
I think I remember that.
that was just right now. I mean, a couple minutes ago. And then, but yeah, so that came in. I got that for the lowest price I've seen. I mean, I paid way too much for it, but
that.
well, I really didn't because I didn't think it was going to have the sticker on it. It said it was going to have the sticker on it, but for the price, I was like, "There's no way it has a sticker on it." Found somebody.
You might have 3. Does that mean one of them 3's maybe spoken for?
No, when I said I have 3 of them, I meant the Ralph McQuarrie. Remember when I had the camera turned around and next to the co-chair, and then at the Ralph McQuarrie, I said, "Oh, there's only 3 of them, but we can fix that," or some bullshit that I said. I don't know.
Right.
But, yeah, I was adding more bottle boxes. This is horrible. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, so Carolina has an unopened group with glow-in-the-dark hand pop figures, or whatever they're called.
That one's cool. I have that one, but then you probably say go figure, right? And the glow on it's really cool. I'm just a
And
big old
the Casper one. What was up with the Casper one?
Casper one that they just released was a glow in the dark one. I'm waiting on.
I think there was something with the box.
I don't know because mine hasn't come yet. I actually lucked out and got it. I was able to check it out before it sold out, so mine's not here yet. So that will be something that can get discussed when it comes if there's something different about the box.
Well, Miss Caroline says she got hers from a loot crate.
Yeah, that group was it was a loot crate group.
Okay. All right.
All right. So yeah, is there anything going on in Star Wars right now? Oh, I already had that open.
Mando Friday.
Well, yeah, we'll be
Monday. Monday.
Mando Mondays are starting too.
Yeah, but it's still going to be it's the same show. We're just going to be able to have something to talk about, but that'll be depending on who the guest is or the featured person people.
I'm just wondering what they're going to put out every Monday for Mando Monday because it's supposed to be collectibles. A different collectible every week.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking from it, Kylo. Something new every next Monday for 8 Mondays in a row. It's going to be something new.
And who's doing that?
Shit, if I know. I better get into looking into it. I don't know if it's a certain retailer. I'm not completely sure.
Or even a number of retailers, maybe more than one. is what I'm guessing.
Because I've seen Target and actually last night when I picked up those carbonized figures, the guy was setting up for the Mando Monday display. So maybe those are supposed to have been Mando Monday this Monday, and I got them already. Uh-oh. That should have been a whole different video.
Speaking of Target, they recently, I want to say in the past 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks, were putting out things that they were aiming to sell at Galaxy's Edge, but at Target, like as, how's it called? Galaxy Edge Trading Post. Have either one of yous found anything from Galaxy's Edge Trading Post for what you're aiming to pick up?
Yeah,
I found a Sabak set trading or Sabak playing card set.
Also found on
I
my
found there was 2 Funko Pops. They were the 2 droids.
Yep, I got both those.
Then there was the figures, like the R2-D2. They're like little droid, like action figure things. I picked up the breast cancer or pink colored one. The other ones I kind of like that I can go back and get because they're heavily stocked at my Target.
R2KT.
Don't say that because then people are
I
going to go
think
to our
it's
Target.
it's R2KT would be the name.
You know who that's named after?
Yeah, it's named after the little girl that had the cancer.
Yeah, Albin Johnson's daughter, Katie Johnson.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Is that in addition to the 2 Galaxy's Edge ones?
I'm looking for it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, the one that Kylo spoke of was Katie Johnston. It's Albin Johnston's daughter. Albin Johnston is the one that founded the 501st Legion. He started that. His little girl passed away from cancer, and Lucasfilm chose to name a Star Wars droid after Katie Johnson. Wow, now I lost Kylo and I lost Nicole.
We had to go grab it.
Okay. All right. So it's me and Miss Krista. We're holding this stream together. You and me, Miss Krista.
Oh no, I heard a really fucking crazy.
There it is. Yes. I couldn't even find that at my Target. I was hoping to, but I couldn't even
find another one. If I find another one, I'll let you know. I'll go looking either tomorrow or Monday.
Hang on, let me get back here. No, what is that? No, I need that.
You need this one too?
Yeah, man.
All right, so I'm gonna go looking. What do we got here?
You guys know I got my that's when I got up and looked because I wasn't sure what that was. I thought it was Delilah at first. I thought something happened to Delilah and she was like behind me crying. I think it was a raccoon outside. I think it was a raccoon.
That's nice. Trash pandas.
Yeah. I think I know what that means, but I'm not sure. But carry on.
That's from the
so I got my new Quest 2.
Ooh.
My virtual reality. And that's what I've been spending most of my days in is virtual reality. And the other thing about it too, it hooks up to my computer. So like in the movies where you see people like going like this to move shit around, I'm gonna be able to put my headset on and do that with my computer. So I don't have to be like, I can put my headset on and be like, scrolling around, moving stuff, and it's gonna be great. I just have to get that set up. But once I have everything set up, I have a couple things I have to figure out how to do and do it. I will be able to do virtual reality on my computer, which will be very great because when this comes out, I'll be able to share it with you all.
Cannot just see what you're, change up the screen, go live. Because the last thing I'm seeing is Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge on screen. What? Switch up your screen, because the last thing I'm seeing is you're showing Star Wars from Tales from Galaxy's Edge. That's what I'm seeing on my screen. Go live.
Yep. I see Yoda. Where did he go?
I'm here. I'm just okay. So
take your time. Go easy.
No, it switched screens on me.
Ow.
Ain't technology wonderful?
I'm telling Aiden.
There we go.
Oh, I have it. It made me go to a different screen. So I have that. It says watch video. And then you go to watch video. But the way everything is it makes you stay. You have to be very specific on what you click on. It doesn't switch to new windows by itself. So I will be able to. All right, we got that good. Make sure everybody can see this. When this comes out on November 19th, I can be on YouTube sharing this for everyone to watch.
He's setting up a video.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Get to the escape pod!
The First Order is paying a small fortune for a piece of your cargo. And lucky you, we're here to claim it.
Stay online and meet me in Cecil Slack's cantina.
You stop.
Welcome in. Thirsty? Stop. You're in the right place. Oh, you smell like Sabi's junk pile, kid. You all right? Mubo was worried about you. I know it ain't as bustling as some of the other establishments around here, but hey, this place is up and coming. You're getting in on the ground floor. Oh, and if you're headed out to the wilds, can you pick me up a few of my trademark ingredients? Most of them probably won't kill you. There's all sorts of friendly little creatures out there. Oh, the flying ones are particularly adorable. I heard the Droid Depot just got some new gear in stock. Why don't you say hi to Mubo for me while you're there? Hi is code for come pay your debt. He'll probably send you out some wild Minot chase for droid parts. The thing I love about Black Spire Outpost, you never know who you're gonna cross paths with.
I am the top resistance spy master.
Oh, no.
How dare you?
Hey, your pirate friend stopped by while you were out. Don't worry, I told them where they can find you. You can thank me later. The locals can be a little rough on tourists, but it's nothing you can't handle. While you're here, let me tell you the story of a mysterious Jedi temple right here on Bacta.
Padawan Addison Z received a distress call. The council did.
A Jedi never gives up.
Oh, excuse me.
Whoa.
There's another one.
My name is Jose Perez III. I'm the director on Star Wars Tales from the, which you can see at Galaxy's Edge.
My name is Kishore's project. Been the last Jedi.
I'm Steve. Authentic.
We dip in Cecil Slack's cantina with a new face you've never seen before. Cecil Slack, the cantina.
Slack
takes some pride in his cantina. He
to the world of
to this stuff along with
the goal. She will not take no for.
Let's do that.
And experiences edge, so fully immerse you.
So yeah, I can watch that later. Yeah, so that's.
Oh, I'll watch that later. Wow, what?
I gotta figure out my schedule with Live It, because I'm gonna be on there for some Halloween stuff. But I have Vader Immortal, all 3 of them.
Oh, jeez.
I can do that on YouTube.
Kylo, do you have Vader Immortal 2 also?
No.
Okay.
Or, just deciding I can either put it on, I can put it on Patreon or I can put it on YouTube.
My vote's YouTube as a Patreon. Just me.
Yeah, on Patreon. So YouTube.
That's 2.
Okay.
Because it'll give me. Because it's easier for me to get into YouTube than it is any of the other ones. My stuff struggles with like the Twitch and the other stuff.
Yeah, seconded.
Or I still have a million things I'm trying to get done and do. I was gonna say, I have videos I want to make. I got this and that, and I'm just not getting it done. There's not enough days, enough time to get everything done. So hopefully, I got another 3 weeks, maybe longer. I don't know. When I went to, so when I had the CAT scan done on my lungs, they found something wrong with my heart, and they kind of scared me because my doctor was like, "You need to get in there tomorrow and see the heart surgeon." And then they're like, "Oh, just wait. We'll see what happens because you're going back to the doctor for your lungs." I go back in November, and then I go to my regular doctor in December. Then I go back to the heart surgeon in January. So she's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Just wait and see whatever, blah blah." But she told me that, with me returning to work, it might not be just because I'm done with my medicine and go back in November. They might say, "Okay, fine." But she's like, "You might need to do cardiac rehab, like the same thing you do for a heart attack." And she's like, so it might be a couple months of that before you can return to work. And I'm like, "Oh, well," she's like, "I'm just going to be the worst case scenario." I was like, "Okay," because I was planning on the doctor just being like, "You can go back to work now." And maybe call work and be like, "I'm coming back to work tomorrow," or next week when the schedule comes out. Actually, be probably 2 weeks because the way shit is in New York City, you need a certain number of days notice before you change the schedule or do whatever. So if they put me on the schedule, I'd actually be getting, if I called them on Monday and said, "Hey, whatever," they actually would have to give me it's like bonus money, extra money because they put me on even though I wasn't on the schedule, and I'm asking to be put on the schedule. So yeah, it's stupid. Like if you hire somebody on the 1st, you technically can't put them on the schedule till 2 schedules because there has to be a certain number of days with advance notice before you do whatever, which I understand, but then you can't start anybody. You know what I mean? So it kind of hurts. Or
Well, you're the last of us 3 that I hope you really get back to work pretty soon. I'm back to work. Kylo's back to work. And I hope you're the next. Got to get back to work. Sending all my force fields your way.
It would be nice.
It would.
Luckily, I've found some other ways to supplement my income recently. But it's still not at the point to sustain myself. Why did I say that word wrong? I don't know. But yeah, so I mean that's I don't know. I was planning on already being back to work, and then hopefully, I just finished my steroids yesterday, so 3 weeks on the steroids, and I'm getting fatter, and then they 3 weeks off, and that 3 weeks is time for me then to work and kick in. And I was planning on, when I go back in November, for them to be like, okay, you can go back to work. But now they're saying, yes, you might be able to go. You don't have to be on the medicine anymore, but you still can't do things. I can't go back to work if I can't walk up a flight of stairs or down a flight of stairs, depending on what store I'm working at. Some stores have basements. I can't pick stuff, like I can't pick up a case of something and carry it wherever, or do this or do that, because so we'll have to see. But so yeah. Is there anything else going on with you guys? Anything else you want to talk about?
Not for me. Not for me. My playlist carries on every day. I just don't post it as much now, but I've done so much listening through so many hours of a day, and a little bit I've been sharing. It gets a little bit bigger every day, calling out some friends and saying, hey, I'm here to pick you up because you choose to sit behind the microphone and share what you do with so many other friends, and I do what I can do to share that with other friends. So that's my part. That's what I'm doing. Kylo, your turn.
I ain't got nothing new really going on. I mean, I'm still working. I've been working, except for my hospital stint over the summer. The doctors are talking about shutting me down for other reasons, but I'm trying to fight against it because I need to get out of the house from time to time. But I mean, other than that, there really ain't nothing new coming up. I mean, I could think of, except for like holidays.
Are you fixing to maybe do a little bit of streaming if you can figure out this here contraption that we're on right now?
That is definitely in the plans. It's been in the plans. I've been talking about doing it for a couple months, but with everything that's gone on between work, testing, and that doing labs and testing, and just the overall garbage that I addressed earlier, it kind of like pushed me away from wanting to do any kind of streaming. I have squadrons I want to play on stream, just to chit chat with people. I bought that Marvel Avengers game that I started playing. I could stream that, chit chat with So I look forward in with the weather getting to be shitty outside. I plan on doing more videos. I still plan on. I told Andy that I still plan on giving him the video of this amazing room that I'm sitting in right now. This is the first time I've sat in this room for a live stream, and I can't remember. In a long time.
It's been a spell.
I'm just glad to be back in live streams. Honestly, I strayed away for quite some time, and Mike kept asking me, "Hey, are you gonna jump on? You gonna jump on?" And I would sit and moderate in the chat, but
well, if you're fixing to do anything kind of like a Lego build or a game stream, StreamYard's pretty simple to figure out. I found my way here, and I would have to go and figure that if you got any other questions, how to go and set it up. Michael's probably got the answers because he was the first of the three of us to figure this thing out. and he's doing it with graphics and video and so many other things. So yeah, if you're gonna figure that out, how to.
I was the first to everybody
on
use
your
StreamYard,
channel.
and I wish people would ask me before they go and sign up for it, because I can get whatever it is, $10 or $15 off if they sign up, and they get $10 or $15 off for that first month if they sign up. And everybody's popping up with, and doing it, and no one's, it's just, I don't know, it's just silly. But I just throw that in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're getting ready to do it. I mean, I've also just been over the legal issues over the Padawan. I mean, that has a lot to do with the social media too. I kind of have my wings somewhat clipped, which I'm sure I'm probably going to pay a little bit of price for the beginning of this video, because I'm sure somebody's going to use it as an anger trigger thing against me. But I'll take those chances, and I'll explain the reasonings behind why I did what I did. But I do plan on getting into it. Mike, I told you that I want to, because the weather's going to get crap. I ain't going to have nothing to do.
Oh.
And if this goddamn doctor is shutting me down, then, like, work-wise, and what the hell am I going to do? I'm going to need some, I'll be gaming. I'll be doing, I'll have something to do. I mean, I haven't recorded any of the Legos I built in a while. I just built the AT-AT, but that would have been...
You should have recorded all that shit and put it on. That would be weeks worth of content if you did one episode every week, just to put it up there. And it's not the biggest
bag.
It's not the bigger viewership. Even if you look at some of the big channels, like even when Star Wars Explained does his, he gets a fraction what he usually does, but it's still viewers, people coming in, and obviously. I don't do this shit for the views. I do it to hang out with you guys.
Yep.
Like when I first started YouTube, I was all gun-ho about subscribers. Need them. Oh my God, I need views. And now after a while, I have the same point of view as you. I just come on these things just to hang out. Like I host a live stream, it's going to be to hang out. It's not going to be garbage content, me not talking about shit I don't know nothing about, but it's going to be good content of me talking about stuff I do know.
Yeah, but Kylo, if you go and post up that you're going to do a live stream, what do you think I'm going to go and do? I'm going to go and do what I do.
Well, I'm
going to call on friends to say, hey, come on over here. Because there's some fun to be had with friends in a live chat, and do what I can do to bring more friends in. That's what I'm doing.
Like one thing I learned, like when I do my gaming streams, when I was doing them, I figured out how to put the chat on the screen. So this way, when you guys are chatting in the chat, I can still see the chat and I can interact and read the, and I learned how to do that. So the last couple of the live streams I did, I was able to interact back and forth with the chat while I played.
Yep.
So I can see the chat in live as it pops up, or maybe a 15-second delay or whatever. But I figured that out. So if I start running around in circles for a half an hour, and slashing my lightsaber against a concrete wall, somebody can tell me which way to go, and it won't be 45 minutes later when I read the message.
Yeah.
Not naming any names.
What?
I got that reference.
Well, all right. So Monday.
I'm there.
Bacta Tank, Charlie Skywalker. I need to just confirm that, but that's what we got. And then next week we have on Friday the Mandalorian Season 2 premiere, which is rumored to be 52 minutes long, is what I heard. And all of the episodes are going to be about the same amount of time. So we're looking at about somewhere around 50 minutes for each episode, which is a little bit longer story time for us.
So Saturday septic tank, we can do a recap.
Yeah, we can talk. It's the same thing. We can do whatever we want.
Well, all right. Well, I didn't have the idea for tonight's septic tank till a couple hours ago, well, before it happened.
Was a good idea, though. Was a good idea.
Yeah.
In
All
my
right, Ray, thanks for stopping by. It was good to see Mr. Rez back in the chat. It was good to see Dale in here. It was good to see Ken here. Kyle's apprentice here. You know, you're what you are. You're kind of here. You're kind of not. You're kind of behind the scenes.
She's there.
Ronnie J, Carolyn, thank you for stopping by. It was great to see you. Sean Solo, thanks for coming in. And we had Nick GRR. He came in. We got a new subscriber off of him. Patrick was here. I don't know if there's anybody else that I'm missing.
We got
right
Ronnie.
now.
There was Ken.
Yep. And I think that's it for tonight.
I got the chat in front of me right now, and I'll go and shut it down. I'll be the last one out. But
there's still 6 people in there, so
I got 6 people in here. I got one on Facebook and one on. So I've had somebody on Twitch watching us the whole time too. So, but thanks for stopping by. You guys know where to find me. You know how to get things done, and hopefully, the cancel culture doesn't hit us all again. And if it does, so be it. Nothing we can do about that. And it's just, it's just good to have things out in the open now and not coming from someone that was involved. And when I say involved, I just mean the lies that were told about me. That's all I can really say. But with that, I say good day. May the force be with you.
May the force be